Yeah. I hate doing videos like this. And even when I was younger and I was verbally more aggressive with my message, I didn't mean it that way. It's just the way I talk. But a lot of people don't know me, so they always thought I was just being insulting. But I have standards when it comes to this. And I hate to say this, but a lot of Black American women have joined the Walk Slow crew. And the Walk Slow crew is because you're overweight and obese. You walk slow. It's not even trying to be joke. It's just like it's been getting worse the older I get. Being here, especially in my city, which is, my neighborhood is a Black neighborhood. I don't care if the Jews moved in. It's a Black neighborhood, okay? And I see the obesity and the overweight rate has skyrocketed big time. It has. And each time a Black man talks about this, a lot of these, especially the women on YouTube, they always want to bring up who Black men date. And if he dated a woman outside the race and she's big, they try to say, oh, you're going to choose that pale Landwell over a Black woman. And a lot of them fail to acknowledge the fact that he would have chose a Black Landwell just as much. It's his preference. And that preference, Black women, is because of you. Okay? Think about it. If the majority of you are overweight or obese, and this is all this Black man has to choose from, that's becoming his preference. And I'm trying to beat that back, because health is wealth, and health is very important, and it's not important in the Black community, unfortunately. Even the rate of overweight Black men has been creeping up slowly, but Black women, it's skyrocketed. 4 out of 5 are overweight, and half of Black American women are, over half of them, over like 52%. I'm not even making this up. 52% are obese. Hell, I'm overweight and I'm thin. If you want to go by the body mass index scale, which is a lot of BS for the most part, but when you acknowledge that as BS, you got the women who want to make excuses like, see, it's BS. You say it's BS. No. Am I obese? No. I'm overweight because I have muscle. An average person who doesn't work out is supposed to be about 6 foot tall, my age. Like the 6 foot tall person my age is supposed to be about 171 pounds. I'm like almost 190, because I have muscle on my frame, not because I eat too much. Okay, there's a difference. And something made me laugh recently. I just read something just a moment ago, and they said Lizzo is vegan. See, I'm not going to just bust out laughing on that one. But anyway, continuing on. It's a big issue. The weight thing is a big issue. And I'm not one of those people who just follow trends. I'm a Black man, but I'll be damned if I am going to go the typical stereotypical route. Physique is important, man, and health is important, which leads to physique. Well, not all the time, because we got some men and women out here who just built funny, especially women. We got a lot of women out here who don't have no hips, they ain't got no butt, and then when they go to get surgery, you can tell they had no hips, no butt, so it's just straight. They just box body with a bump in the back. And yeah, well, you know what? This is when personality needs to win. I think personality should win. Even if you are drop dead gorgeous, your personality should be your winning factor about you. Nobody wants a pretty one and done. Okay? I mean, even when I do my gaming videos, I talk about pretty one and dones and how they're just basically good to look at for a little bit of time and go through a little bit of time, but there's no replay value. this is what I think, to make a similar comparison with women. You pretty, you drop dead gorgeous, but you have a nasty attitude, you have no character, and then you're mediocre to whack in the bedroom. So your looks can't get you by on everything, but they should be important to you because your looks and health go hand in hand. Don't be that type of person who dolls your face up and you have a cute face and your body is failing. That's the majority of women I see on dating profiles when it comes to Black American women, unfortunately. That's all I see for the most part. I tell you, about out of 10 Black women that I've checked their profiles out, only 2 of them I would like to click on. And that's because they actually give you 1, full body shots, 2, they're not obese. Yes, and then people will always try to flip it around on you men, especially Black men. You body shaming, you're this, you're that, blah, 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 you're fat phobic. And I'm like, when did fat phobic? What? What is that? Like, I know what it is. I'm not, I'm just purposely being oblivious because it's stupid. Okay? They got this whole mentality that you need to be of a certain status to demand a woman be in shape. And I'm like, no, that makes no sense. Number 1, that's prostitution. Number 2, I got to pay for on tier plan? You don't care about yourself enough. You only will rise to the occasion when money's involved. That's, like I said, that's prostitution. It's prostitution that you actually don't want to. You only will want to rise to the occasion for money. But it's funny, right? Like, a lot of these women who go outside the race, they will adapt. They will start sucking on mints instead of chewing on a gun. They'll learn how to speak proper English. The English that I'm trying to speak to you now. They do all this stuff, but when they call the Black men, they give us the scraps. It's like slavery all over again. You're giving us the hormones and the chitlins of Black women, but you expect us to give you the filet mignon of Black men. And a lot of women who complain about Black men are still sleeping with Black men. Correct me if I'm wrong. A lot of them still prefer Black men. But 1, either they feel this is the only type of Black men they can get, or 2, they know they're wrong for liking Pookie and Ray Ray, but they can't get out of liking Pookie and Ray Ray. That could be a fact as well. A lot of them don't look. A lot of them just are, like the antisocial socialite says, victims of their own bad decision making. But they take away the whole of their own bad decision making and just focus on the victim part. And a lot of guys fall for it hook, line, and sinker. And I'm not one of them. Because I'm tired of hearing about Black men, what we don't do. Kid Organic put up a video the other day where a man in the Bronx shielded his 3 children at a dealership. He was there to get a new vehicle for his wife, their mother. And shooting and a robbery broke out right there in the shop. And he got his kids down on the ground and shielded them, took a round in the thigh. Fortunately, that was really it, because it could have been a lot more fatal. They could have lost their father in front of them. But he did what? He protected his children, So we always get this bad rap about what we don't do in the neighborhood, what we don't do for Black women. We do more than you believe. We do. It's just that a lot of these women like to just discredit Black men, especially those who are vocal against them. Because this is not, they don't believe, it's not a democracy with them. It's like absolutes. You got to be an absolute bum or you have to be an absolute stunner, meaning like you got everything going for you. You got the money and everything. Why? Because when you are absolute stunner, they will do what they want do what you want because they believe that you're gonna break them off of a better and have them with a better life. Whereas if you are absolute bum, they feel like they can manipulate you with that one thing that they got, that they want, and you got something they want. Some accessible D. Yes, accessible D, meaning you ain't going nowhere because you ain't got it better. So you're going to be at my beck and call. All I need to do is buy you some joys. So it's absolutes. People in the in-between, like myself and many others, they don't know how to respect us because we don't fold to their will. We don't bend to their will. And there's a lot of pushback. There's a lot of disrespect. But the Walk Slow crew still think they can nab them a quality man. And this ain't no Kevin Samuels BS, all right, wearing a suit and all this other stuff. I have a suit and I have dressy clothes sitting over there, but I'm not going to do podcasts and talk about all this stuff and talk about colognes and all this other stuff. I'm not, because I barely use this. I work in the ambulance field. I just don't have time for that. You want to talk about high value and stuff. Do you see how we're still in that slavery mindset? High value. A look, like we being sold for our muscles and our appearance. And we selling ourselves to women and fellow black women and men. It sounds slavery-like. High value. Okay? It went from being how much work you can do on the field to how much money you make. It's still slavery. And, people are with each other for the wrong reasons as is. And guess what? This is why divorces don't work. This is why marriages don't work. I told my mother that the other day. Matter of fact, I told her that yesterday about all these games. You got to communicate with your significant other. Like men, what does this have to do with anything? Men, you have to communicate. If you aren't satisfied with her appearance, you have to say something. You got to let her know that, look, you falling off. You do. I know it sounds insensitive, but this, for the longest time, this is why a lot of women, you marry them and they gain a boatload of weight because you pretend to be complacent. Or you are actually complacent. I'm not on that boat. Because if I'm trying to keep myself in shape and you just sitting there just gaining weight and you don't want to change and you be like, you better take me the way I am, which I hear quite often coming from the mouth of a black American woman, it's very discouraging. And you wonder why you're not getting chosen. Like, think about it. You wonder why you're not getting chosen at the success rate that you want to be chosen by the so-called high-value man. So-called. Like I said, it sounds like some modern-day slavery to me. Like, who looks the best, who does the best, this, that, and the other. But nobody's talking about who treats you the best, who is the best for you. They don't care about that no more. The music even reflects high value is all about just money. But look at Megan Thee Stallion, so-called shot in the foot by a guy who financially is high value, right? Even though verbally he's not. Anyway, you see this? Cardi B, getting divorced. Why? Because WAP ain't enough. WAP ain't enough. WAP, you guys can get WAP anywhere. They can get it anywhere. What do they need? What good are you? When you don't want to be in a relationship, you want the status of a marriage, but you don't want to be in a marriage. And yes, I've gone off far with this when it comes to the whole thing of how I started this video, but think about this. It's a matter of respect. You don't respect yourself. You don't respect your health. And you forgot why your man got with you. I know, you claim to be still that same person under there, but you're your effort and your willpower has fallen off. So yeah, personality wise, you still might be the same person, but you have lost your edge. We get reminded daily. If we lose our job over something, we lost our edge. We lost our manhood according to women, because the whole neighborhood would know about it and stuff. Anyway, y'all, it's crazy. But to end this video on how I originally started, the Walk Slow crew has been growing with black women, and I don't like it. I don't like where this is going. I didn't like it for a long time when it was 3 out of 5. Now it's 4 out of 5, and that was just in the last matter of 5 years. It's alarming. No, like I'm gonna see it, and I see a lot of brothers walking down the street already, and they women are out of shape or obese with them, and they normalized it, but then they normalized it, man. You know, they try to normalize so many things in black community. We just like a petri dish of things that are normalized and shouldn't be. Homosexuality, unfortunately. And this is not me saying I'm a basher. No, I'm just saying it's normalized. Look, at the end of the day, do you? You want to be whatever orientation, look, that's fine. But to normalize it and try to put it above heterosexuality is just a problem. Okay, I can't control everybody. Look, I can't control your orientation. I can't. This ain't a video about that. It's the fact that when you try to normalize something that's not normal, that's why you get the pushback you do. And they have normalized obesity. It's like a rite of passage with black women. I could tell you from my father's side of the family. I fear for the health issues that I may have and what I'm trying to prevent myself from having. And my mom was like, well, it's just the females on your father's side. I'm like, it's genetics sometimes. You can get we already have issues with hypertension and blood pressure, and then sickle cell is in our DNA. I don't want anything to aggravate that. And I don't want no female who got issues like that. I don't like that. And I know this is a little personal, but no, like, being intimate with one, no. I did it once. I don't want to do it ever again. I'm good. I'm so good on that, y'all. Anyway, because I'm a Fury, I'm out. Peace.